and really improves. Um, I know I'm kind of going off on tangents, but really, I've been covering recruiting for a long time. There's some guys that are 2 stars when they sign, and then when they come in, they show up on campus, and they're a 4-star guy. Jalen Davis came in. He might have been a 2-star guy coming out of or when he signed, but he busted his butt, and he had something special. He came in and played right away. Nami's one of those guys that has the potential to do that, especially where the defensive line, the positions are pretty wide open to come in and play. So hopefully for Aggie fans that happens and can be a guy, because he can be one of those guys that can be big enough, can be strong enough to play defensive line in a 3-4 and hold up the blocks, get some pressure, get some push on the defensive line. Coach Miley can make that happen. So Suliasi Tamavene, he's a guy that I think he signed in December. He's not in school yet, but he's still finishing up a few things. He went to Mount Sac. He's got a twin brother that signed at New Mexico. I actually thought CD, his twin brother, was going to come in and play Utah State as well, but not sure what happened there. Hopefully Utah State has a plan B and has an option to come in and play at outside linebacker, or maybe next to Suliasi at inside linebacker. He's a guy that's a difference maker. I mean, Matt Wells mentioned it today. He's going to come in and make that room of linebackers better. Day one, he's a playmaker. He's a stud. Roman Andrus is also a JC guy. He went to Snow College. He played defensive line at Snow. They didn't put him at offensive line, so it'll be an adventure. It'll be interesting to see how well he plays offensive line in college at Utah State, and if he can come in and play. They project him as a tackle. If he can come in and add depth, that could be big as well. But he's probably the biggest question mark in this signing day class is probably he and El Toro Allen, because as a JC guy, you kind of expect, well, you're using a scholarship. He's only got 2 years to play. Shouldn't he come in and play right away? So I don't know how Truman Andrus is going to come in and play right away, and I don't know how El Toro Allen's going to come in and play right away. But I've been wrong before, and it's all about what they can do when they get here and make happen from there. Robert Castaneda is a guy from Ellsworth Community College. He's an offensive tackle as well, 6'5", 310. He is a guy that I think is solid, has a chance to come in and play right away. He was a Texas Tech bounce back from Texas originally. He's a guy that is a polished offensive lineman. He's been playing offensive line for a long time. He's got experience. I think he will, in my opinion, come in and start at tackle. One of the tackles, he's a big, strong kid that should make an impact, or should be making an impact already. He's already on campus, and is a guy they really needed to bring in and come in and contribute right away, because they didn't have. Well, they're losing, 4 or 5 guys on the offensive line, and they needed them to come in and play. So I talked about Jared Green, defensive back, Jamal Evans. I'll talk a little bit more about because I know him pretty well. The guy's 6'3". I can't in Scout. I think he's listed at like 205. At one time he was listed at 180. He just keeps getting bigger and stronger The kid's an athlete. When you look at him, kind of if you grab his arm, that kind of thing, you can tell he's just an athlete. He's just a tough kid. And so he could end up being an outside linebacker, could be a strong safety, could be a quarterback. I think he'll get a chance at quarterback as well. But I think a lot of people, whether they're a quarterback or whether they want to be a quarterback, as a freshman, and if he's standing in a line with 5 guys in front of him, he's going to look over at a different position, say, for example, outside linebacker or safety or whatever, and see a couple guys in that line. It's just human nature to go to the line with less guys. So that's a good possibility. He's an athlete. He's a guy that's going to be able to see the field in the next few years, I think, somewhere, somehow. And it's just a matter of getting in and finding his spot, finding his place. Just because Henry Colombi's the next guy on the list, I'll mention him again. He's a legit 6'3", has good speed, has good accuracy, good arm. I mean, he's really got a chance to show a lot, and is really one of the most talented guys to come into Utah State for a while, in my opinion. So I know I, for one, am excited to see what happens with he and Jordan Love. I think those guys can really push the 2 seniors coming in this year. With Kent Myers and Hobbs, they can really push those guys and see, I guess, let the best man win, and hopefully with a new quarterback coach, Coach Yost, the best guy will be on the field. It may take and for that matter, probably, you're gonna get some good with the bad. I think even Hobbs, when he came in last year, showed that he just doesn't have as much experience as a guy like Kent Myers. He doesn't have as much experience throwing from the pocket, picking up reads and getting rid of the ball instead of holding onto the ball and different things like that. So there's going to be positives. There's going to be negatives. So that's why I'm not, the guy on the message board blaming the record last year, or some of the losses, all on Kent Myers. It's all Kent Myers' fault. If the quarterback was a different player, the Aggies win all their games. No, that's not the way it works. So, so if the whole team can be better next year, especially the offensive line, if they can be better, whoever's at quarterback can lead the Aggies to a bowl game next year, by all means, for sure, 100%. No matter who, whether it's any of those 4 guys or somehow somebody else got got the starting spot. So hopefully I went through those guys. Hit up Aggie Up, call it U State Aggies. Go to ustateaggies.com, post on the message board if you have any other questions about the signing class. I really think it's been a good synergy, been a good experience as far as people asking questions about this signing day, or return missionaries, or guys they're wondering about, different things like that, asking questions. I can usually find the answers and different things. And so go to ustateaggies.com, whether you're posting on the board, whether you're looking at the commits and who the Aggies have offered and different things like that. That's the only place to find it. So go to ustateaggies.com and check it out. You can use the code if you want to be a premium member. Use the code AggieUp, and you're going to get a discount. So definitely check it out. Definitely try it. It's worth the maximum $5 a month is what you're going to pay for the year. It's $44.99, so $45 for the under $50 for the whole year. So definitely check that out. Appreciate listening. See ya.